The starship Relentless hung in the void like a dagger poised to strike. Commander Gray stood on the bridge, their sharp green eyes scanning the holographic map hovering above the central console. Andromeda, the sister galaxy humanity had barely dared to touch, was now their destination. The distress signal from the Andromeda research station was faint but unmistakable. Unknown entities have breached the perimeter. Send reinforcements immediately. The station had been humanity's farthest outpost, a bold step into uncharted territory. Now it was silent, and every instinct Gray had screamed that this mission was more than a simple rescue. "All systems are go," Lieutenant Harper reported, her voice steady despite the tension thickening the air. Gray's jaw tightened. "Set course for Andromeda. Engage the warp drive." As the ship's engines roared to life, Gray took a moment to reflect on what lay ahead. The crew had been briefed, but the weight of command settled heavily on their shoulders. Andromeda was a place of wonder and danger, and this mission would test them all. The stars stretched into streaks of light as the Relentless leapt into hyperspace. They had no idea what awaited them, but one thing was clear: failure was not an option. The Relentless emerged from hyperspace to find the Andromeda research station adrift. Its once bright lights flickered dimly, and massive scorch marks marred its metallic surface. Gray's stomach churned. "Scans!" Gray barked. "Life signs are faint," Harper replied, "but there's something else." Multiple unidentified vessels surrounding the station. Gray studied the tactical display. The ships were sleek and organic, their surfaces pulsing with a bioluminescent glow. Alien. Unlike anything humanity had encountered. "Open a channel," Gray ordered. "Let's see if they're willing to talk." Static crackled before a guttural voice filled the bridge. "Leave. This territory is ours. Your trespass will not be forgiven." "This station is under our jurisdiction," Gray replied, their tone firm but measured. "We're here to recover our people. Stand down, and we can avoid conflict." The alien ships responded by powering their weapons. Gray could feel the crew's tension rise as warning lights bathed the bridge in crimson. "Red alert! Shields up!" Gray shouted. "All hands to battle stations." The first salvo rocked the Relentless, and chaos erupted on the bridge. Gray gripped the console. "Return fire! Focus on their lead ship." Plasma bolts streaked through the void, colliding with alien hulls in bursts of fiery light. The Relentless weaved through the enemy formation, its advanced weaponry carving through the opposition. But the aliens were relentless, their tactics precise and unnervingly coordinated. "We've got incoming boarders," Harper called out. "Lock down the ship," Gray commanded, "and prep the strike team. I'll lead them myself." The ship's corridors were a battlefield. Gray's pulse pounded as they led the strike team toward the breached airlock. The aliens were unlike anything they'd faced before, tall, insectoid creatures with razor-sharp limbs and glowing eyes that burned with malice. "Keep tight," Gray shouted, firing their plasma rifle. The creatures shrieked as it fell, but more swarmed forward. The sound of their chittering echoed through the metal halls, a maddening cacophony. Lieutenant Harper fought beside them, her movements precise and deadly. "We're being overwhelmed. Fall back to the junction," Gray ordered. "We'll bottleneck them there." The team retreated, laying down suppressive fire. Sparks flew as alien claws tore into walls and bulkheads. Gray's mind raced. This wasn't just a random attack. These creatures had purpose, coordination, and they were after something. As they reached the junction, Gray activated a barricade. The metal shutters slammed down, buying them precious moments. Harper leaned against the wall, catching her breath. "What are we dealing with here, Gray?" Gray shook their head. "Something we weren't prepared for. But we'll adapt. We always do." After hours of grueling combat, the team reached the station's control room. Inside, they found Dr. Elena Varick, one of the lead researchers, alive but barely conscious. "Commander, you shouldn't have come," Varick rasped. "We're here to get you out," Gray said. "What happened?" Varick's eyes were haunted. "We discovered something. An artifact buried on one of Andromeda's moons. It's alive. Sentient. The aliens they wanted back. Where is it now?" Gray asked. dread creeping into their voice. On the station, Varric whispered, "If they get it, it's over." Gray turned to Harper. "Prep charges. We're blowing this station." Varric's eyes widened. "You don't understand. It's not just a weapon. It's a key to something far worse." The aliens swarmed as the team fought their way back to the Relentless. Gray carried the artifact, a pulsating sphere of light that seemed to hum with power. Every step was a battle, every second a test of their resolve. "We're running out of time," Harper shouted as the charges ticked down. "Keep moving," Gray yelled, firing until their rifle overheated. Finally, they reached the ship. "Punch it," Gray ordered as the airlock sealed behind them. The Relentless roared away from the station, the detonation lighting up the void. But the alien ships gave chase, their fury unmatched. "Evasive maneuvers," Gray commanded, "and arm the main cannon." The Relentless turned, its massive railgun charging. The shot tore through the alien flagship, and the remaining vessels scattered. The crew cheered, but Gray's gaze remained on the artifact. Back on the bridge, Gray studied the sphere. It pulsed in their hands, its energy both awe-inspiring and terrifying. "We can't keep this," Harper said. "It's too dangerous." Gray nodded. "Agreed. But if they wanted it that badly, it's because it's a threat to them. And that means it might be humanity's best weapon." The crew exchanged uneasy glances. The mission was over, but a new war had just begun. "Set a course for Earth," Gray ordered. "We're going to need every advantage we can get." As the Relentless disappeared into hyperspace, the sphere's glow intensified, and Gray couldn't shake the feeling that their greatest challenge was yet to come.